Alright, y'all, so today we are sticking with the holiday theme. Tomorrow is the 4th of July everywhere, but in America that's Independence Day. It's a holiday for us. So, for that, we are going to be doing a 4th of July Independence Day themed strawberry shortcake. And instead of shortcakes, we're doing angel food cakes. But for this, we need eggs. And we're making angel food cake, so we need a lot of eggs. We're going to be using about 10 of these. Okay, we also have some vanilla extract, some cream of tartar, some blue food coloring, some fine granulated sugar. Now, because it's angel food cake, you don't want to use this granulated sugar. It's too heavy. This is finer, it's smaller, it's lighter. Now, if you can't get fine granulated sugar, go ahead, throw some regular sugar in a food processor and let it go for a little bit, pulse it for a while, and you'll chop it up to the fine granulated sugar. Did I already say heavy whipping cream? If I didn't, we have some heavy whipping cream, some strawberries, some cake flour. Also, we're using cake flour because it's lighter than all-purpose flour. And we're also using some dried blueberries. They are purple, but we're using dried so that purple doesn't bleach into where we are going to be putting our blueberries. So let's go ahead and just get started with our strawberries. But before we get to cooking, we are on the road to 500 subscribers. So if you want to learn a new recipe every week, go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below, and let's get making this. All right, y'all. So we are here a little later after this entire video was filmed. We had a memory error on the card. So our strawberries, all we did was slice about 1.5 pounds of strawberries. That's what you're looking at right here. Well, you're not looking at the full 1.5 pounds because we already used some of them. But we took 1.5 pounds of strawberries, sliced them up, put about 1/2 cup of sugar on this. And what that is going to do, that sugar is going to absorb moisture and it's going to make a really nice syrup. As you can see, there's syrup down in there. And that's what happens when you put sugar on fruit and let it sit for a little while. Now, you can use regular sugar. I used my fine granulated sugar just because it was already out and already open. So once we have these done, we went ahead and covered these, threw them in the fridge while we prepared the rest of the food. All right, so now we gotta start making our meringue. For this, like I said, we need 10 egg whites. Now I will say, if you have a stand-up mixer, great. I don't. Now, you can separate these however you want, but I do suggest separating them over a separate bowl. That way if you mess up, break a yolk and it goes in, you don't waste all the previous eggs. Okay, to our 10 egg whites, we're gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of our cream of tartar. We're gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of our vanilla extract. Now we're just going to whip these. If you have a stand-up mixer, like I said, great. But we're going to stand here and whip these until we have stiff peaks in our meringue. So once we have brought our meringue to a stiff peak, we are going to start very slowly adding in 1.5 cups of sugar. The slower you do this, the better. You can add it in a teaspoon at a time. The slower you do it, the better. But we need 1.5 cups. That's why this is really easy if you have a stand mixer. And now, we're going to sprinkle in 1/2 cup of our cake flour. And then, with a spatula, we're just going to very gently fold this in until it's all incorporated into our meringue. And then we're going to take another 1/2 cup of our cake flour, do the same thing. We need a cup total of our cake flour, but we're adding it in 2 pieces. Because the gentler we are with this meringue, the better our angel food cake will be. Alright, now I don't have an angel food cake maker, or a pan, but I do have a cake pan. Now the thing is, meringue you do not want to have in a non-stick surface. For angel food cake, you do not want this on a non-stick surface. So, especially if you're using a non-stick pan, which when I was looking at, because I was planning on doing miniature food cakes for this, all the miniature angel food cake were non-stick. And I'm like, well, what's the point in that? Now I'm going to fill this about 1/3 of the way up, level it out, and I have the oven preheated at 350, so we're going to bake this for about 20 minutes until this top becomes golden brown and a toothpick stuck into the middle comes out clean. So I got 2 angel food cakes here. All we're going to do is run a knife along the side, all the way around. Once we do that, we're going to flip them upside down on a cooling rack and let them sit for a little while. They'll eventually fall out. And if they don't, just give them a little tapping. But now, while those are cooling, we get to make our whipped cream. We're going to take about 1.5 cups of our heavy whipping cream, 1/2 teaspoon of our vanilla extract, about 1/8 cup of our sugar. And we're just going to whisk this until we get a shaving cream consistency. Once we start to get that shaving cream consistency, we're going to take our blue extract or our blue food coloring, and this really depends on the blue that you have and how much you need. We're just going for that deep American blue. We're going to take about 1/3 cup of our dried blueberries, and we're just going to fold these in by hand. Now we're just going to set this in the fridge until we are ready for it. Alright, y'all. So you can serve this up however you like. I'm going to do mine actually like a parfait glass. And we're just going to take some chunks. This is about 1/4 of a cake pan of our angel food cake. We're going to take some of our strawberries, our strawberry syrup that we made. Now we're just going to top this with some of that whipped cream. And there you have it, Independence Day strawberry shortcake, 4th of July strawberry shortcake, however you want to say it. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. If you want to see anything cooked on this channel, go ahead and leave a comment below. I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Stay safe, and until next time, keep on cooking on.